Hello beautiful people, welcome to Wolf and Falcon Tarot.
Capricorn, in this reading we discover that you are an extraordinary person. Stay tuned to find out what your advice and guidance is from Spirit, an action for you to take, and some wise words from the ancient swordsman Musashi. Alright, let's dig into your reading, Capricorn. Find out what's going on this week. We'll start today's reading off with a card from Musashi. See if we can get a message out from him. And I just wonder how you all are getting on out there. It's been real bad weather out here in the UK. A lot of snow, a lot of wind, a lot of rain. It's never ending. What does Musashi say? Musashi said, you should not have a favorite weapon. To become overfamiliar with one weapon is as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. Ooh. I'm going to leave him that message up there with my gonk. And if you can figure out a name for us, please drop a comment in the comments box below. And now we will go ahead and get you a energy, frequency and vibration of this reading with the Moon Magic Oracles. Please, Spirit Guides. That's too many there. We'll take the top one. Capricorn, it seems that you have come into some hidden knowledge, and maybe this wisdom has brought about something delightful, like a beautiful connection I'm feeling. And this has brought to you hope and a sense of calm. Interesting start. The Night Owl is a card that talks of wisdom, study and intelligence. The Moonstruck card talks about light, connection and beauty, and you can see how, you've got a beautiful woman there holding the beautiful full moon in her hands. And the Unicorn Moon talks about hope, calm and manifestation. So could be then that we have been manifesting this connection with wisdom. It might be that you've been doing things in the night studying in the twilight hours when you wake up at silly o'clock in the morning. You can't figure out why, and you end up on your phone, and next thing you know is, you get led down some random pathway, and on that we're going to illuminate your pathway. But it's kind of weird how that happens. All of a sudden you start waking up and you're like, oh my god, why am I waking up at stupid o'clock? And then all of a sudden you get this sense of, you realize you can actually study something, and then you get this sense of this epiphany, and it brings something delightful, like some delightful introspection your way, and then allows you to become hopeful over a situation. It seems that we are being balanced at this time, and maybe you've got a connection to nature that brings you comfort. Again, we've got a balance card out. I'm just going to zoom in on this for you, Capricorn. This reading so far is a strong sense that you have found balance, Capricorn. And I think that this wisdom that you have found has helped you to grow and bring about healing, your healing, I'm hearing. You found this new sense of beauty in your connection to nature. And this provides you a lot of comfort, I'm hearing, and helps you to stay calm and balanced in harmony. This is where you're finding hope. And I think it's also whilst you're listening to the music of life. Let's go to the Cosmos Alignment deck and see if we can't increase this energy, frequency and vibration, please, Spirit Guides. We have appearance, first impressions, and a mask. Ascendant. We have commitment, integration, and shifts with the equinox. We have equinox out mentioned twice now, so maybe this is... Oh, right, hold on. Let me get one more. Please, spirit guides, one more for Capricorn. Full moon. Which is a culmination, a release, and an illumination. So is this recent, Capricorn? I'm feeling that you either felt the need to change your appearance or your first impression of something was incorrect. However, during the autumn equinox, whilst connected to nature, you undoubtedly shifted your balance whilst illuminating insight or knowledge around your situation. And this has allowed you to release something. And I'm feeling that whatever it was that you've released was holding you back. Let's find out what spirit totem animal is working or wanting to work with you at this time. And then we're going to go ahead and get further insight with the Mystic Forest Oracle deck, which is a brand new deck for me. And then we'll follow that up by getting some advice and guidance and an action to take with the Light Seers deck. And hopefully then we'll be looking into what Musashi said, look at his modern meaning of that of what he wrote down there. All right. Spirit and totem animals, please. Which one of you wants to work with Capricorn? Or is working with Capricorn? Oh, you aren't going to believe this. Look at that. You have the owl, you have magic. So we've got owl out twice here. So you could be seeing, you must have gone out in the nighttime, Capricorn, looking at and listening to owls. And these owls brought this wisdom to you, this insight. They illuminated something. And it almost feels magical because, you know, the unicorn is about manifestation. It's about magic, isn't it? So what does the owl magic mean? Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception, Capricorn. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Magic and wisdom's your birthright, Capricorn. That's absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad that card came out. I'm so happy that that card came out for you. That's like, it's almost like confirmation of this entire read, and we might as well just pack up, hadn't we? But we won't, because we want to know what Musashi said. And I'm sorry I keep hitting that, hitting the table and shaking the camera. Let's find out from the Mystic Forest. Get some further insight, please, spirit guides. One of a kind. Capricorn, Spirit says that you are one of a kind. From the moment you emerged into this world, you had extraordinary talents. You understand starlight, animal voices, and all things magical. Again, double confirmation. There's something about you being outside. Being outside is where you find your strength. It's where you get your balance, Capricorn. This is where you heal. It might be that you enjoy going out in the evening under the moonlight, especially during full moons, listening to the music of life, you know, listening to the crickets and the birds and the frogs, you know, just all going for it. That magical chorus of nature. And I think that this is where you find your energy. This is where you find your balance. This is where you get your knowledge and your wisdom from. And I think this is really, 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 really positive. And I think it's happened recently as well. So this is good. This is I feel that Spirit's gifting you, Capricorn, confirmation of a shift that you've had. Maybe there's some doubt there. And I think we're going to get into that with the advice and guidance that we're about to receive. So let's go ahead. I'm going to shift the camera up again, and then we'll get into your advice and guidance and an action for you to take. All right, Spirit guides, let's get some advice and guidance for Capricorn, please. The one of a kind, whose magic and wisdom are their birthright. For Capricorn, please, Spirit. Advice and guidance. Okay. We have Justice out first. What else, please, Spirit? So balance, truth, and wisdom with the Justice there. Again, you know, that's balance again is all over this reading. Maybe you'll resonate with Aries reading. I think it was Aries reading I did last, where it was talking about balance. Your advice and guidance here is almost certainly that you are being asked to seek or maintain your balance in order to find truth and wisdom at this time, Capricorn. Spirit is advising you to continue to light that inner force field from within in order to protect yourself when you start feeling vulnerable. And we can do this by imagining a kind of like a white, pinkish and golden light, which is forming a shield around us that starts from the center, our heart center. Just like in the Seven of Wands there. Your guidance here, I'm really getting the sense with the Page of Cups, is indicating that the world is your oyster and that you are to start to be excited for what comes next. So we're going to ask now for an action for you to take in order for you to get, well, in order for what comes next. What else, please, Spirit? One more. I don't know what these are yet. It looks like it's some sort of surprise. Oh. Wow. Wow. Your action to take here is to continue to find peace outdoors and wait with excitement and optimism. Just like the surfer there, she's really, really excited for the waves to come in, because what is coming it just feels like it's going to be amazing. There's a need for you to trust in what the universe has coming for you, Capricorn, with the Fool card, because it's a brand new beginning. Continue to be outdoors. Continue to find this peace and balance and wisdom. This is that being outdoors is your strength. It's where you find your strength. It's where you heal. It's where you build your magic. It's where you find your wisdom. This, I feel, is one of your most extraordinary talents, is your ability to heal yourself just by being outside and listening to the harmony of life, the music of life. There's so much more going on here, because now we need to look into what Musashi said, and I just feel like it's really good things that's coming for you. And I think Musashi's words of wisdom here are literally just going to be how you can expand and continue to be optimistic, how to practice new tools, how to get more wisdom and stuff like that. That's what I'm getting just by looking at the words that's on his card showing up right now. You know, because he's talking about having a favorite weapon, but actually, well, let's lower the camera. Let's get into it and let's find out what he said. What did Musashi say then, Capricorn? Well, let's remind ourselves first, actually, what he wrote. You should not have a favorite weapon. To become over familiar with one weapon is as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. What does he mean by this? Use all the tools at your disposal. to live your best life, you should strive to develop all aspects of your character evenly. Don't just concentrate on the things you like most. Work hardest on the things you like least. After all, you are only as strong as your weakest point. Remember that if a task is vital to your success, it will be difficult. So you will need all the tools at your disposal. That's really wise, that, isn't it? That's really, really wise. Oh, my bad. And I think that just speaks volumes. And I think that's probably something you already intuitively are aware of, Capricorn, especially since, you've got this time of healing. You found yourself balanced. You now know what it is that you want to achieve, no doubt. You've got justice. You have the justice card bringing you balance, truth, and wisdom. You're being asked then to, that could be your biggest concern here, is how do you protect yourself when you start feeling anxiety or anxious or angry or whatever. If you ever feel vulnerable and you need to protect yourself, well, that's a difficult one. There's plenty of methods out there. I would definitely recommend getting into meditation, practicing, put up a force field, so to speak, and that will put you on the right path. Everybody's situations are different. I know what kind of worked for me, and that's one thing I had to do. I kind of kept my back to the wall, but eventually over time I started to just put myself back out there a little bit here and a little bit there, and I realized that the world was my oyster, and I trusted in spirit, trusted in the universe, and this is the path he's led me on. And I'm really, really enjoying doing what I'm doing. It's just one of the hardest things to learn, is to do all this. Although I could read tarot just for myself, and that would take time. Doing it on camera, however, is a completely different ball game. It's really difficult sometimes, and you have to figure things out. And I'm trying to produce something that's really authentic and different to what everybody else is doing out there as well. Just so it's different, just so that there's something different out there for people to see, rather than the same old drib drab going on about negative feelings and constantly keeping us in that negative thought pattern. We're supposed to forgive people, and that's one of the hardest things to do, because it starts off with forgiving yourself by putting yourself, or allowing yourself to be put in that position. One aspect that you could do here is just to think about your inner child. And as a Reiki healer, she does something along the lines of where she says, I'm sorry to her inner child. She says she asks her inner child to forgive her, and then she says thank you, and that she loves them, and in return she just does that a few times. Then she'll move on to her teenage self, then she'll move on to a time when she was really hurt, and then she'll move on to individuals. You don't necessarily have to be near them, you don't have to see them, but just think about them and just say, look, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And the more you do that, the better, I think, the better you will start to feel within yourself as well. Spirit definitely wants you to continue to heal outdoors, to continue to find balance here. And I think that you have released something. It's certainly a token here with the full moon card. Something was illuminated to you. You've now found balance. You found a way to release it. You do have magic and wisdom. It's your birthright. You can use it. Just use it for the good. Use it for healing. Don't use it for vengeance. You know what I mean? It's the vengeance side of that we need to eradicate from the world. It's just one of them. It's one of them things. It's going to be a difficult challenge for us all. And just take on what Musashi said, which is to live your best life. That you need to strive to develop all aspects of your character, the dark and the light. You might need that darkness from every once in a while, just to find the light. just to get out of a situation. You know, there's no, just don't stay there. You know what I mean? There's no reason why you can't utilize it in short, sharp bursts and then back to normal, back into the light, back into the balance, back into love and light and healing and all this, that and the other. Well, I'm going to leave it there.
Thank you for watching, Capricorn. Please smash that like button to let me know I reached you. And why not drop a comment to affirm? Don't forget to subscribe. Click the link on screen to see my early readings in your own playlist. There may be a message waiting in there for you too. Have a blessed day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And Capricorn, I believe in you. You got this. Until next week, cheerio.